create merch for your books, and do you recommend doing so as an indie author? Yes, I do create merch for my books, but I make sure I do it very intelligently because you have to be popular in order for people to buy merch. If you're a brand new author, if you don't sell a lot of your books, you're also not going to sell merch. So if you are getting a lot of book sales, you'll probably get some merch sales as well. If people love your characters, if they love your books, the works, they're going to want more of it, but it has to be accessible to them. So just like being smart with your publishing and how you're doing it, aka not buying a run of your books, like thousands of copies of your books if you're not sure they're going to sell, doing print on demand instead so that they are being created as people buy them. You want to make sure you're being smart about your merch. Things that you can easily create yourself as needed as you're selling them, or things that are more print on demand. You do not want to make t-shirts for your books and then buy 200 of them and never sell them. You do not want to buy a palette of artwork to go with your books and then have nobody buy them. So you do not want to be investing much monetarily unless you know you're going to sell them. Now, the caveat to that is when it comes to book conventions, because if you don't have it at your table, you can't sell it. So yes, you will have to make a monetary investment in things for book conventions, book signings, etc., because if it's not on the table, you can't sell it. But then you will have any leftovers, and you probably won't sell them all unless you're super famous. You will be able to take those home and have them on stock. So if you're going to have stock of things, limited stock. Don't spend a ton of money. I do not want you spending thousands of dollars on merch that you may not ever sell. And if you hold on to it for too long, it might not be relevant in the future or the cool thing in the future. So look for print on demand options. You can sell t-shirts on Amazon print on demand. You can sell, bookmarks print on demand, maybe. You can sell like candles on demand. So you can actually hire somebody and just purchase small runs. Here's 5 candles. Once you run out of those 5, have them make 5 more. Limited quantities. Merch is really cool. People love merch, and people love merch at book signings. So find cheap merch that you can do. Postcards, coloring pages, you can do bookmarks, you can do small paper goods. They're pretty cheap to make. You can even do character cards with facts about your characters and character art, and then keep those on hand to take to your book signings. Anything that's cheap and easy that you can put on your table and say, it's for you, it's a gift, you can take that. They're going to snatch that up. If you put out character cards, or I've put out mini magazines about my books before, and I say they're free, you can have them. They're going to scoop those babies up. They're going to take them home, and they're going to look up my books. So you do want merch that's free that you can give away to people, and you want things that can be paid for when it comes to your books. Make sure you're looking at things that are not going to cost your readers a lot of money, because readers don't spend money, and make sure it's not going to be something that's a heavy money investment for you. As you grow your audience, then you can be more involved with your merch. You can do more work for it. You can put more money into it if you know you're going to make those sales. But don't buy 200 book boxes with custom printed boxes and copies of your book and candle and chapstick and character art and all of those things if you do not know for sure you're going to sell at least the majority of those, because that gets really expensive. So you want to make sure that you start small and you grow as your audience grows.